I had an accident, I would say, it was, December, and now we're in June. And originally, I started out with contemporary medicine help, and everything was getting worse, not better. I had a concussion with my auto accident, and then also back injury, neck injury, and then shoulder injury, and I was trying to work full time, and everything was getting worse. When they were just concerned that I was developing fibromyalgia because I had pain in all quadrants. I was so dizzy, I was running into things. My depth I can't say the word, was off, and I would reach, and something that would be 4 foot away, I would think was right there in front of me. I had actually lost my hearing for 2.5 months. I couldn't see out of my left eye due to the severity of the concussion. I could see, but it was just like a cloud was over my eye, and then I had ringing in my ears. When I came here, I was just, at that point, I was in a desperate plea just to get some relief from my pain. Everyone was trying to help me do my job. I couldn't read nor write or spell words correctly. It was like you took everything in my brain, tossed it up in the air, and then gathered it all together, and my file cabinet was so messed up in my brain, it was unreal. Sometimes I couldn't even remember. I worked in the same place for 5 years, and I couldn't remember what I was doing as far as the procedure, because I was a dental assistant, where everything was at. Sometimes I would even blink out and forget where I was at and what I was supposed to do. I'm kind of in the fight-flight mode, and just I couldn't relax because my balance was so off. Every part of my body was just so tense, preparing to fall, to bump into something, to try and keep my balance and my bearings, trying to juggle my thoughts that were so confused in such a high-paced work environment. Just exhausted. And like I said, that was in the beginning, and my treatment, all the therapy, all the conventional medicine, I was getting worse, not better. And the reason why was because my neurological system was just, everything was scrambled in my brain, and so nothing was working right. So literally could not function, and it was just getting worse and worse. So when I came here, I was seeking after acupuncture just to calm the pain that I was in. My pain was 9 and 10, and not just in my neck and in my back, but my whole body. I had pins and needles in my feet, numbness and tingling in my hands and my feet, shooting pain. So you can see why they were going to categorize me as having fibromyalgia, although how can you have it if you didn't have it before the accident? So conventional medicine, they just wanted to slap medication in front of me. And so when I came here for acupuncture, previously the therapist that I had seen, the new therapist, she had done a test on me, and I told her, oh, you're gonna have fun with this, because if you hit my knee, it springs like this. Or if you hit my elbow, it springs like that, it doesn't, whatever and stuff. And she kind of looked at me funny, like concerned, oh my gosh, I gotta see this. And so she did it, and I jumped, because my nerves were on such high alert. I jumped off the seat, and of course my leg was whatever, because something with my neurological system was all jacked up. She tested my eyes, and my eye, when she had me do the test, was jerking, and she's like, you have post-concussion because your concussion was never addressed. Wonderful conventional medicine. They did an ultrasound on my back, x-rays, MRIs, all that kind of stuff on my back, neck, and they just forget the brain. that's not what's causing your problem. And so when I came here, he did, right off the bat, Doc, he knew exactly what was wrong. And he was like, so he didn't start working on my back and my neck and my shoulder. He started addressing the source of the problem. You can't work on that when your computer is broke and messages aren't relaying properly and you're having issues in that area. So he started therapy, and like I said, I've only been going here like 2.5 months, and I feel like a new person. I have my life back. It is just absolutely amazing, much more than what I ever expected. He will be forever in my memory in this office, because I literally I was kissing my past life goodbye, because I didn't, I was at that point. I didn't think I would ever get it back.
Uh-huh.
And his technique of working with the headphones and the tones, and working with the eye muscles, and he got it where my one eye doesn't drift out anymore. He gave me exercises to do. He gave me the tools that I could set up at home so I could continue doing therapy when I wasn't even here, to speed up my recovery. And I just highly encourage anyone, don't just, take it half-heartedly and do your appointments here. Do them at home to the best of your ability. Use the resources, because he's eager to see you heal. This office is amazing, and their support of your final goal. And if you love yourself, this is the place for you, definitely. And you'll see a change so quick. Some of the exercises seem a little ridiculous at first, and you go to do them and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. And it's such a simple action. Well, in my case, it was because my brain wasn't transferring information correctly. And so we had to retrain everything, basically reboot my system. And it's just, so right now my balance is perfect. I can put one leg in front of the other, stand, I can close my eyes. I can't believe it when I went to church, and everyone was, how are you doing? And I'm like, look. And I put my feet together and I stood there and I closed my eyes. I can close my eyes standing up. I mean, that sounds so pathetic, but if you went through what I went through, it all makes sense. And you're so grateful for the little functions in life that just get messed up, and a concussion, depending on the severity of it. And I've learned so much, and he's given me so many different resources to study. It's a wonderful healing place to be, and everyone here, as far as the staff, cares so much. And they celebrate and they're excited with you. Doc's so excited with you as you progress, and given the whole knuckle thing, and just, he's wonderful. So I don't want to forget, you don't want to forget where you came from. You don't want to forget your blessings. And when you lose your blessings that you take for granted, it's quite, you just have a greater appreciation for life itself. So don't lose hope. If you have something horrible like that happen or similar to it, it'll, in the end, when you make it all clear past it, you'll be more grateful than you ever were in the beginning before it even happened. So